having a bit of an issue this week. We have rebred. This will be number 3 today. Fairly confident Padme is back in heat. She was acting that way this morning. She's all but trying to jump over the fence to get to Bean. So we're gonna see if we can separate Luke out really quick. It was fairly easy last time. I don't know that it will be that easy today because he is her dad. So I can't have her bred to him. So I'm gonna see if I can get him separated real quick. Come here, Luke. See this? And this is because we are in heat. What we may have to do is, yeah, so he's gonna run him off. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, let's go. Let's go, come on. Come on, bud. Let's go this way, come on. Let's go. Maybe not. Pork chop, come on. Pork chop, come on. Big, 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 big. Pork chop, come on, buddy. Come on, Danny Pig. Danny Pig, go. Kitten. Mr. Jerry's taking Bailey for a walk, so Duke doesn't like that. Patty, are you ready? She's not as cooperative as we would like, but you do not need to go bark at Mr. Jerry and Bailey. You do not. There. Come on, Pat. So we'll leave them in here a minute. Not that that's necessary. So she was bred a month ago. So was Zelda. So yesterday, Zelda went back into heat. And you know, this weekend that Twiz went back into heat. Zelda and Twiz were bred with Luke, and Padme was bred with Bean because that's the only person only goat she can be bred to. So I'm a little concerned. We've got Nani, Pixie, and Poppy, and I'm not convinced that Poppy hasn't been in heat again. She's not been super loud about it, but that none of our initial breedings took. That's a bit worrisome, meaning our bucks may not be as healthy as I think that they are, or that some could have been the drastic temperature changes and the weather. It just worries me a little bit. Like this one is also acting extra spicy, which would make sense. So she may also need to be rebred. I don't really know. Like we got some tail wagging going on right here. Yes, ma'am. What's wrong? Yeah, hi. So I don't know if they're a little bit rowdy because the dog is barking and mad right now, or if it's because they're in heat. Like this was really obvious. She ran out here this morning, was standing on the gate, and that's really what you want. Mr. Jerry is allowed to walk his dog. He is. Duke feels very differently. Not okay, Mom. It's not okay. Which also means it's going to be a pain getting Bean back in. I need to put hay out for them, and so I think that's what I'm also going to do since I'm already dressed. Like this is how far away my neighbor is and his cute little dog. You can see it is about 3:30. We're just super enthused about life. They're very fluffy. Everybody has fluffed out. Hello, sweet princesses. Hello. Hello. Hello, pretty girl. Hello, floofy girl. Bunny's probably also in heat. Zelda was flagging yesterday, and what I'm looking for is this flagging with the tail, this really rapid, tail wagging. Usually pretty indicative that they're in heat. I should smell a little bit like a buck. That should be very interesting to her. Hello, Parker. He has been spunky and has really enjoyed the cool weather. Haven't ya? I'm a good boy, Mom. The goodest boy. Come on, go get you guys some hay. So just want to put a little bit out. Hi. Oh, Pixie. 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 Unnecessary. She's not flagging. Nani's not flagging. Poppy is not flagging. They're enjoying the sunshine. And what I always think is really funny is your goats that don't have beards will look like they have bottle jaw this time of year because they get so fluffy. So if you'll see how she has this little, but if you touch it, it's just hair. It's just a bunch of hair. It's not bottle jaw. Well, it's not. You're just floofy. Are you floofy? Mm-hmm. Hi, Miss Ma'am. You need to be right in Mom's face. Be right in Mom's face. That is the spot. It's very chilly. My dad's coming over at lunch. My mom's still not feeling like 100%, but much better, and filling up water, which is nice because it's always like above freezing and warm by the time he gets out here. Hello! Can you be less of a noise hazard, huh? Can you be less ornery? And of course Daisy is being Daisy. So I am gonna buy another one of these tartar feeders this year if there's one local that I can get or something like it, and keep the hay off the floor. And if I can find some more of these hay bags as well, because Miss Ma'am is bossy. And they will eat in shifts, so we'll see how fast this goes. If I come out here tomorrow and this is completely gone in the morning, then I know that they're really, really hungry. They're probably not gonna go back out at this point, but I'm not gonna lock them in. I'm gonna try to go get Padme real quick. They usually do this when you first put out hay because it's new and it's interesting. It's just something else to eat, but we'll see how they eat it. We try to have multiple stations, so at least 5 to 6 spots. So you're not have more than 2 goats at a spot in here, 2 to 3 goats, because this one doesn't like to share. And what I really need is the 2 feeders in here. So I bought 2. The other one's in the boys' pen for the boys. The boys have got to get through rut before they're gonna care anything about eating anything. So we've got to get these girls bred, and then they'll be locked up there in that top pasture for the winter with hay. He's ready to go out and go poop. So we're gonna let him go do that while I see if I can get Padme in. This Bean is not going to care, and they won't bother each other. He does actually really well with the boy goats. He would do fine with the girls. He did last night. I could not get Bean in, and he was chasing him, which I didn't appreciate, but here we are. Apparently my batteries are no longer charging. I'm gonna have to order some new ones. I'm gonna let these guys out. Yeah. For a few more hours. They've got about an hour until I'm gonna put them up for the night. Okay, so the end of that last clip, the day was kind of crazy. So I am trying to put Bean up, not put them up, but like let everyone out after he had bred Padme, and he clocked me pretty hard in the shin with his head going like about as fast as he can go, and I thought he broke my leg. Like that's how bad it hurt. And the camera went flying and there's just a whole mess. So that video did not get finished due to a couple of days of a pretty sore leg. I was filming on Wednesday in hopes to be able to edit on Thursday because I had all of my coworkers out for happy hour on Friday, and it just did not happen after he kind of got me really good. I have a massive bruise and it's just been not fun, but it's better. He didn't break my leg. It wasn't as bad as I thought after about a day. The farrier came out yesterday, so today is Monday. It's the first day of my Thanksgiving break. The farrier came out yesterday, and if you can see, Zelda's holding up her back leg. They got her pretty good yesterday, so she's gonna be sore. We'll keep an eye on it. It bled pretty good. They nicked her pretty hard. It has been cold, but it's gonna heat up. I have a friend coming over today at 10. And so I've got to get these guys fed and get back inside. But I wanted to give you guys a few updates since that video ended so abruptly. Who else we've had to breed since all of that happened. All right, let's get everybody fed. It's not that cold this morning. I mean, it's probably in the 30s. It's gonna be almost 60 today. And for the rest of the week, we've made it through that little cold snap, which is more typical for this time of year. Like 50s and 30s is pretty common, I would say. It was really cold the last few weeks. I am having to feed them, these rascals, at night to get them in. So I've split their food up. So they're getting less food each feeding, but they're getting the same total amount. They don't need extra grain in the winter. The pigs need extra pig food. Good morning. And their buckets all over the place. That food was definitely not evenly split, but it is what it is. We are at the point in the winter where the pigs are needing some extra food. They're starting to dig a little bit, so definitely trying to make sure they get fed twice a day. And it has helped getting the boys in at night not be so much of an issue because everybody has still been cycling a second time. It has just been interesting overall. That didn't work out very well. Poor Pickle. She just didn't think she had enough food. So we have, I think, rebred every one but 2 of the goats. So I was hoping when the farrier came out yesterday that we would also be able to do ultrasounds, but since we bred everybody this week, there was no way. It's definitely warming up already. It's a little bit toasty for coveralls. Good morning, let's get the Cookie Monsters. Good morning. Here for nuggets. Alright, one more for you. We gotta exit the vehicle. Bye-bye. Bye. Come here, Parker. Jump. Good boy. Oh. Bye. Thank you. You guys coming? Are you coming? See, it's been 3 weekend days and we don't know what to do with ourselves. Mom being home. Always Twiz. Yeah, it may just be Twiz this morning. She'll probably run right back. But we'll try to get out here. I did clean the barn out. Whew, that was a lot of poop for a very short window. But they have definitely spent more time in the barn with the heat. And you could tell. Come on, goats. Let's go, goats. Let's go, goats. Come on, goats. Come on, goaties. Come on, Dixie. Come on, Bonnie. Come on. There's a good girl, Pixie. Come on, Parky Bark. Leaf, Pepper, Patty. Come on, Tinkerbell. Come on. No, just not gonna come. I think Pixie's sick. So that's an L for all of them. So a quick update on what happened with breeding. So Twiz was the first one last Sunday that we rebred. And then Monday or Tuesday we rebred Zelda. Wednesday we rebred Padme. And then Friday we rebred Pixie. So 4 out of my 6 look like they didn't take the first time. So that will put us April 5th through the 12th for those 4 if they take the second time. Nani was still on October 11th, which puts us like the 5th of March. And Poppy was October, like that Sunday, so like the 30th, which is kind of in, you know, the end of March. So we'll have 2 in March as of right now, and then 4 in April. If those took, we won't be able to ultrasound until January to check, really, for everyone. And we're still watching Poppy because she was kind of 3 or 4 days later than everyone else. So we're still, with Pixie having been Friday, looking like probably today or tomorrow to see if she's gonna go into heat. And then we will kind of know, okay, everybody is bred, we think, at this point. So it's really disappointing and it's really frustrating, but according to the farrier who also does our ultrasounds that was out here yesterday, said basically she's seeing a lot of that, and it's probably just because of the drought and the extreme changes in weather. We went from it being very hot and very dry to being very cold and very wet very fast. It has snowed 3 times in the last 2 weeks, and for us, we might get a fluky snow in November, but not like 3 snows. That was kind of crazy. This one still didn't get bred. She's been driving the boys crazy. She really has not heat cycled as strongly as she normally does. So I think we made a really great decision by not breeding her, because it's almost like her body is saying it's time to be done as well. But you can thank that very wily goat for why you didn't get a video Saturday. It was because I thought he broke me and the camera. Goats.